Welcome to the public hearing for Interstate 380 in Lynn County from Collins Road, Highway 100 to County Home Road. The following is an overview of the environmental assessment, or EA, recently completed for the proposed corridor. The environmental assessment is necessary to comply with federal project development guidelines. Final selection of the preferred alternative, including a construction scenario, will not occur until FHWA and Iowa DOT evaluate all comments received as a result of the review of this document and the public hearing on the Interstate 380 Improvement Study. Following public and agency review of this EA, FHWA and Iowa DOT will determine if an environmental impact statement, EIS, is required. If one is not required, the selected alternative will be identified in the Finding of No Significant Impact, or FONSI, document. If an EIS is required, then a preferred alternative would be selected through that process. A public hearing is held when an environmental document has been prepared and is available for the public to review. An environmental document compares different project alternatives and their influence on the environment. This public hearing is intended to give you an overview of the progress to date, as well as to give you an idea of what's yet to come. During the hearing, we'll outline the purpose and need for the project, highlight the proposed improvement, and give you an opportunity to provide input into this process. This project study was a result of collaboration between Iowa DOT and local stakeholders. The first public meeting for this project was held on October 12, 2016, to discuss the initiation of the environmental and field studies, the study area, and purpose and need for the project. The second public meeting for this project was held on November 16, 2017. The proposed interchange concepts and capacity improvements for the proposed project were discussed at this meeting. The third public meeting was held specifically for residents at Tower Terrace Mobile Home Park on February 7, 2018, to discuss the Interstate 380 study and the proposed interchange at Tower Terrace Road, which is adjacent to the mobile home park. The purpose of the proposed action is to accommodate increased travel demands in the I-380 corridor between Collins Road and County Home Road. The need for the proposed action is to improve traffic operations at ramp terminals and on I-380. Currently, there are several locations along the project corridor that operate at unacceptable levels, and future traffic projections indicate that traffic along the entire corridor will operate at unacceptable levels of service by 2040. The I-380 project begins at 42nd Street Northeast, proceeds north past Boyson Road and Tower Terrace Road, and extends just south of Midway Road to the northern terminus. The study area boundaries, as shown on this map in blue, were established to allow development of a wide range of alternatives that could address the purpose and need for the project. The study area is larger than the potential impact area, in red, of the preferred alternative. The environmental assessment for the project evaluates a footprint for impacts and specifies the requirements for compliance with federal guidelines. Desktop and field studies were conducted to determine potential impacts on a variety of resources. Impacts to these resources were quantified for each alternative, which were evaluated as part of the environmental process to help determine the preferred alternative. The complete findings from these studies are documented in the environmental assessment. The preferred alternative has been designed to avoid and minimize impacts of resources to the greatest extent possible. Remaining impacts that cannot be avoided will be mitigated. As a result, the overall cumulative impacts of this project have been evaluated and are not considered to be significant. Several build alternatives were investigated to address the project's purpose and need. Based on a variety of factors, including human and natural environmental impacts, design considerations, along with input from the public and local government agencies, help to determine a preferred alternative. This alternative is considered preferred because it best meets the project's purpose and need while minimizing overall impacts. The preferred alternative includes a diverging diamond interchange, or DDI, configuration at Boyson Road and Tower Terrace Road. The DDI interchange configuration allows for significant improvements in safety, left turning efficiency, and reserved traffic capacity over a diamond configuration. The preferred alternative also includes widening I-380 to 6 lanes to accommodate additional capacity. Traffic signal improvements at the County Home Road interchange are included as part of the preferred alternative to improve traffic operations along the corridor. The preferred alternative includes rebuilding the interchange at Boyson Road to a diverging diamond interchange configuration, which would accommodate heavy left turning movements. The DDI would utilize the existing Boyson Road alignment and include 2 new bridges over I-380. This configuration would include 2 lanes in each direction and accommodations for pedestrian traffic. The preferred alternative includes adding a diverging diamond interchange at Tower Terrace Road, which would accommodate heavy left turning movements. The DDI would utilize the existing Tower Terrace Road alignment and includes 2 new bridges over I-380. This configuration would include 2 lanes in each direction and accommodations for pedestrian traffic. The environmental assessment for this project was approved by the Federal Highway Administration and signed on October 10, 2018, and concluded that the project is necessary for safe and efficient travel within the corridor. Public comment on the environmental document will be accepted through March 21, 2019. Following this public hearing, an agency review of this EA, the FHWA, and Iowa DOT will determine if an environmental impact statement, or EIS, is required. If one is not required, the selected alternative will be identified in the Finding of No Significant Impact, or FONSI, document. This project is currently included in the 2019 to 2023 Transportation Improvement Program. Construction of the Tower Terrace Road interchange is anticipated to begin in 2021. The Boyson Road interchange and I-380 mainline improvements are not currently programmed in the Transportation Improvement Program. Therefore, no construction schedule has been established for those projects. We appreciate you taking the time to review this project and look forward to hearing your thoughts and comments. If you have any questions or comments after this meeting, please send them to Catherine Cutler at the Iowa Department of Transportation District 6 office in Cedar Rapids at 5455 Kirkwood Boulevard Southwest. You can also direct your comments by telephone number, email address, or the web page listed on the screen. Thank you.